is that it's going to free you up in terms of how you structure your membership, how you structure your branches. You only have to have 2 officers, right? You have to have an administrative officer and a financial officer, essentially. Now, you can keep your branch exactly as you have it. So if you have, a whole slate of people and that's working for you, then you keep it that way and move on, sisters, right? But think about how many times you've thought about, and in many ways you're already doing it. You've seen co-president situations. You've turned to task forces for events, right? You can now think really creatively about how you want the leadership of your branch to go. How you want your branch to be run, right? Leadership Corps can help you with that. This is also a time for you to be entrepreneurial and think about that. For many of you who feel like you have been recycled many times, right? You have been president several times, public policy chair several times. I mean, obviously I'm biased. I hope you'll still have somebody doing public policy and that kind of stuff, but at the same time, that's up to your branch. And what you want your branch to look like. What you want your priorities to be, right? Now, the other thing that I would say, and I think this is really important, I really appreciated what Madam President said earlier about what's AUW with book clubs, with how do we make mission in our activities. Here's what I would say to you. I think the social stuff within AEW is a really key part of what keeps us together. Gourmet clubs, book clubs, bridge clubs, mahjong, right? Here's what? Happy hour! Yeah! That's right, that's right. See? I could have used a drink last night. Where's Kay? She saw me last night when I came in from my little trip from Chicago. It was like raining cats and dogs. And anyway, now here's an idea for you. You can put mission into anything. How many people, is there anybody in here that does like a house and garden tour or anything like that? There's a lot of AEWs that do that to raise money. Or even for your bridge clubs. Anybody in here have bridge clubs or gourmet clubs, book clubs, right? All right. Think about this. AEW has position papers on just about every issue we do. You could choose a position paper that you liked on an issue that you liked and have that augment one of your books for a month, right? Suddenly you've got mission. You could, at every month's book club, have someone choose the action network that they like that month that's still relevant. Sometimes, we send you those action networks and it's like, you gotta send it in now because the vote's this week. But sometimes it's more about co-sponsorship. Bring it in. Have everyone sign a petition and mail it into a local office. Suddenly you've made that book club mission-oriented, right? You could do that at a gourmet club. You could do that at a happy hour. If you're doing garden tours and home tours, we've had AUWs use, tripod things and put up poster boards with facts about women. Each year they chose a topic. Mitzi, you would have loved it. One year, this one group did Title IX, and they had little girls in, soccer uniforms and softball uniforms. They had a girl at each house with a fact about her sport and how far she'd come in 35 years when it was Title IX at 35. Now, it was a home and garden tour, raising money for LAF. But they were educating the people as they went through about Title IX, right? Seems off mission, home and garden tour was completely mission-oriented, right? So I don't want anybody in here to feel like you can't do your social stuff, because AUW, part of our bonds, part of that buzz that Andre was feeling, is that social bond, right? Because we are like-minded women who come together, because we like each other, because we care about each other. But you can thread the mission through if you think about it carefully. Does that make sense? Maybe we've gotten a little lazy, and that's okay too, because we work hard, because we've been doing this a long time. But I know if you think about it and you think about the tools, heck, I tell you what, that federal policy agenda I gave you, that thing's 25 pages long. That could be a book for 1 month. That's all I'm saying. By Lisa Max. No, I'm just kidding. All right. Now, trying to watch my time here because I know I'm standing between you and lunch.